Live at 6, this is 13 News Now.
Our temperatures are about 10 degrees below normal, and it feels like it. Many of us saw conditions in the 30s today.
And the wind chill made it a little colder than that. It won't get too much better for the weekend, and Evan Stewart has the updated forecast.
That's right. We're looking at some big swings in the temperatures, and when we talk about big swings, we're talking about maybe one of the coldest New Year's in 100 years here in Hampton Roads. As the clouds start to move back in, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies right now. 34 degrees in Norfolk, below freezing in many spots like the Eastern Shore. Melfa 27, 31 in Hampton and Newport News 32 right now. In Williamsburg, above freezing once you move south of the state line down into northeastern North Carolina. But again, some big swings in temperatures. You know, we have a picture back here of the Loch Ness Monster and Alpengeist, but this roller coaster ride in temperatures really looks more like Apollo's Chariot. We're on the way up tomorrow, 48 degrees, but then notice the temperatures just go down on Sunday to 31 and 26 degrees as we get into the day on New Year's Day, Monday. So some big swings in temperatures. Then we go back up and we go back down once again by the end of next week. So we are looking at, again, just a big drop in temperatures coming up Saturday night into Sunday, and some of the coldest air we've seen coming in and arriving on a Monday. So for the next 6 hours, temperatures pretty much holding steady with a mix of clouds and the moon. Temperatures right around 27, 28 degrees. There's the updated forecast coming in. So by midnight, we're looking at readings in the mid-20s. And again, near normal tomorrow, but then that big drop in temperatures, much more on that. And of course, your New Year's Eve forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Evan, thank you. New developments and a story out of Suffolk. We now learned a 91-year-old man died trying to heat his home with his oven.
It happened on South Key Road along Route 58 in Suffolk. 13 News Now reporter Allie Weatherton spoke with the victim's daughter and neighbors.
In this picture, you can see flames coming from the back of the house. When firefighters got to the scene, they found 91-year-old Ralph Saunders' body inside.
It was a sad situation.
Saunders' daughter says firefighters found her dad just feet away from the front door. She didn't want to go on camera, but says her elderly father was capable of doing things on his own, although he did need a wheelchair or walker to get around.
It's quite sad. He was an old man that elected to stay at home during his later years. And
the Suffolk Fire Marshal's office has ruled the cause of the flames to be accidental. They believe Saunders was using an oven to heat the home near flammable materials. Neighbors say he lived in this house ever since they can remember.
I have been here for 31 years, but he's been in the neighborhood probably all his life.
Rexford Cotton says in the summer, Saunders would relax outside on his front porch and watch cars drive by.
Lots of people knew him and visited him.
After talking with several neighbors, you can tell this area won't be the same without him.
He would turn you a favor. He would help you any way he could.
In Suffolk, Allie Weatherton, 13 News Now.
A 7-Eleven clerk is recovering after an attack during a robbery early this morning in Virginia Beach. Officers say 22-year-old Khalil Fleet walked into the store on Independence Boulevard around 6:30, assaulted the clerk, stole cigarettes, then ran away. Police arrested him a few minutes later, and we're told the clerk has a minor injury.
Another day, another development in the highly contentious race for the 94th District House of Delegates seat. We now know Delegate David Yancey's response to the court filing by challenger Shelley Simons, and when the race will be decided if the court case doesn't proceed. 13 News Now investigative reporter Laura Geller breaks down the new information.
Right now, we are waiting to see if judges in Newport News will reconsider their decision, which put the House District 94 race in a tie. Today, lawyers for Republican Delegate David Yancey filed their response to Democrat Shelley Simons' motion.
Just because you don't like the outcome doesn't mean you get a chance to change the rules.
Simons wants the court to reverse its ruling, which counted one disputed ballot in Yancey's favor and then ultimately name her the winner. But House Republicans do not want to delay. Yancey's lawyers sent a letter to the chair of the state board asking him to set a drawing date before the General Assembly convenes next month. The chair did that with one caveat. The drawing will move forward on January 4th, unless the court system intervenes. House Democrats said today Shelley Simons was the elected winner following the recount on December 19th, which the Republicans have been trying ever since to undo. We find it disappointing that House Republicans are using the inaugural festivities as a smokescreen to hang on to power. For both Democrats and Republicans, the seat representing District 94 is the seat that could decide the balance of power in the House, and that's why this fight has been so contentious. The GA session is scheduled to begin January 10th.
We plan to organize the House on the opening day with the members who are sworn in and seated. We will not allow intentional and politically motivated delaying tactics to impede the organization of the House.
If a winner for House District 94 is not chosen by then, there will be 50 Republicans and 49 Democrats. Laura Geller, 13 News Now.
One person is recovering after having a medical emergency at sea. Our Sky View camera at the oceanfront recorded the cable-laying ship, the Dependable, today off the coast of Virginia Beach. Around 1 this afternoon, someone on that ship called the Coast Guard because a crew member needed help. The Coast Guard met the ship and helped get the person to shore. The Virginia Beach Marine Police and the Virginia Beach Fireboat number 12 also helped.
Get ready to shell out some more cash to use some roads in the new year. This is a live look at the downtown tunnel between Norfolk and Portsmouth. The tolls there are going up next week. The tolls will also increase at the Midtown Tunnel and the South Norfolk Jordan Bridge. So here's what you can expect to pay. At peak times, it will cost $2.09 to use the downtown and Midtown tunnels with an Easy Pass. And the South Norfolk Jordan Bridge will cost $2.35 at peak times with an Easy Pass. 13 News Now spoke to residents who are not happy, but Transportation Secretary Aubrey Lane says revenue is needed to maintain infrastructure.
And I believe over the decades, our politicians, quite frankly, have not been honest with our citizens on what transportation costs.
You can also expect a toll increase at the Veterans Bridge in Chesapeake in July. Now, a quick traffic alert for this weekend. VDOT has suspended most major work zones for a few days for the New Year holiday. Work stopped at noon today. It'll start back up Tuesday at noon.